Yes, welcome in. My name is Jay Axion. We are back in Brotato today, trying to make our way through again more of those, nightmare characters and just trying to get them off, checked off one at a time. We didn't get all my Danger 5 wins done before I could actually get to the new update, but that's fine because that just means we get to try for the nightmare characters right away. But we're going to jump right into it today. As you can see, we are still playing on the Abyss, just trying to make our way through every character. We did end up beating the Wounded finally, so we unlocked the Wounded by beating Nightmare, and now we have actually beat him. I did have to beat him on an earlier lesser difficulty to unlock his weapon, which was the railgun. And the railgun made this job a whole lot easier, I'll tell you what. And it's amazing. I'm hoping we can find the railgun today, because it is just such an amazing weapon. So I think we were kind of just randoming in, just kind of picking characters at random. But now we're so far down, we only have a few more characters to go. Well, have about 14, 15 more characters to go, then I'm actually just kind of picking them piecemeal. So that's what I'm going to do today. And what I wanted to do is start with, I think I want to start with the Ghost today. The Ghost is oh my god, the Ghost actually starts with the railgun. So this is a good chance to show you off, because the Ghost is it's one of those characters that it's kind of hard to play, but it's also not that hard to play. It's really weird because with the Ghost you get plus 10 damage with ethereal weapons, you get 30 dodge right off the bat, and your dodge is actually increased, your cap is increased to 90%. But you don't have any armor, so basically you don't want to take any hits whatsoever. So normally when I play the Ghost, I usually play with the Ghost Scepter because you do want a ton of health. So we're going to do that. Now with the Nightmare difficulty, we're going to have these extra environmental factors that just are no fun to have to deal with. But then again, makes the game more challenging. I like the challenge. I'm not going to lie. Challenge makes it a little bit more fun for me. So we, right off the bat, just going to do what we normally do. Look for that harvesting. Because having that extra economy right off the bat is always going to be good. And then all we're going to do really is just build up our Ghost Scepters. That's all I want to do is build up Ghost Scepter and then find some piercing for the Ghost Scepters. Now the Ghost Scepters, great weapons. They increase your health for every 20 kills at the first tier. Second tier I think is 18. Third tier is 16. Fourth tier is, I believe, 14. So it's an excellent weapon to have. And we're just going to be playing along with this. Now, these Ghost Scepters do have the Ethereal tag, or I should say trait, and that will increase my dodge and decrease my armor. But I already have negative 100 armor. Ain't going to get any worse. So we're going to be relying purely on dodge for the most part. And then again, hopefully as we tier up these Ghost Scepters, I'm going to get more and more health. That will just, make things a whole lot better. All right, so let's take some more harvesting. Do a Ghost Scepter. Not going to touch the lens yet. Definitely going to lock in that Ghost Scepter. And then here's the big question is, do we take additional dodge while losing damage? I think we can afford it right now. So I'll actually take that just for some safety right now. And then there's another Ghost Scepter. So there's all of our Ghost Scepters. And as you can see, like I said, this blue Ghost Scepter, it does decrease the amount of kills you need to get. So that's basically what we're going to be doing, is just trying to get these Ghost Scepters up as high as possible, and then yeah, get as much attack speed and much damage as possible. So we'll just play this out. These first let's see, 7, 8 waves are usually pretty good. Especially with the ranged weapon, it's not too difficult, even on Nightmare. All right, let's look to see what we can get. Let's start to get that range damage back up and take a little more harvesting. I'm gonna have to look for some luck here soon, but let's get these scepters in. Let's get a little extra damage. The baby gecko, I always love taking me a baby gecko because baby geckos are cute. Not gonna lie, and these ones, they have extra traits to them. And then we'll take another blue Ghost Scepter, and there's my luck that I want. And again, I could do one more roll, but because I've locked in 3 items already, no reason to roll and have a very, very small potential of getting another item. won't see the benefits of the Ghost Scepter right away. It'll take a few waves before we actually get to that. Now, I am currently streaming on Twitch, so if you are ever interested in watching me live, coming to say hi, wanting to talk to me, I am on twitch.tv. It's same username as my YouTube, jaxion. I would love to have you. It'd be a fun time. I love talking to my chat. I do it throughout these videos, and would love to talk to you as well. All right. So, going on to Wave 4 level up, it is a guaranteed blue because it's Wave 5, so I'm going to take a little speed because we are going to need that speed. And now let's get these Ghost Scepter, the Baby Gecko, the Lost Stuck, and we'll take the Corrupted Shard. I'm not really looking for too much Curse. I'm going to try to stay away from it, but I do want damage, so that's a pretty cheap damage, I will say. We will lock in the Peaceful Bee and the Coupon, because Coupon's never bad to take. It's a good item. Decrease shop prices. And then, as always, we will just make our way around and avoid the environmental factors. Kind of like real life, you know. Gotta look out for those stray, stray items flying at your head. Ooh, and see, that's what I was talking about. This is why we need that dodge, because that hit almost killed me. It's essentially, with the Ghost, you're kind of playing as the wounded, but you do have a chance to actually get more health than to actually be able to take one or two more hits. We will take a free Doc Moth. Take a little bit more dodge. So we would have been capped at 60, but again, Ghost is capped at 90. And then let's take a little extra range. Let's get these Ghost Scepters up a little bit more. And let's actually get a purple one. Now, I did do that out of order. Should have taken the Coupon first. Not the smartest bulb in the box, but I'm a bulb. And sometimes I do make good decisions. All right, we'll take that Peaceful Bee. There's another Ghost Scepter. We will lock in the Lumberjack shirt. That's always nice to have. Unless you have the Loot Worm, then you don't really need it. And we'll go to Wave 6. Here's the other environmental factor. It is the fog. We do lose field of vision, but you can overcome that either through items like the Campfire or the Greek Fire. Don't know if they stack. That'll be a good, interesting thing to play around with. Oof. See, there was another reason. See, that hit was that was 21 damage right there. I only have 20, well, I guess I have 25, 27. So this is where the Ghost Scepters are starting to come into play. Then again, doesn't help when I get killed. So, good. It's always a good practice run to start off the night. Hey, Cosmic, welcome in. Not eating much tonight. I'm sorry to hear that. Only one piece of pork for dinner. Well, it depends on how big that piece of pork was. If it was very big, then you don't need to eat much more tonight. Let's see. I could try the railgun, but I'm actually half tempted to try the railgun. No, we'll do the railgun. Let's show off the railgun. This was fun. It was very small. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope maybe you'll feel a bit hungrier soon. I will say we did. Cosmic, we did unlock the railgun last night. It was good. We finally beat the Wounded on Nightmare. Fun times all around. Very small. Nope. I'm sorry to hear that. I ain't making myself anything. Well, if you do get hungry, you should eat. All right, let's find that harvesting. Let's see if we can't get another railgun. Let's see. One more railgun would be nice. At this point, it's just to lock in. There's another railgun, and we'll lock in that Baby Gecko as well. Let's go to the next wave. Please don't starve yourself. That's not a good thing to do. Yeah, the railgun's super nice. It does increase damage over time. So you can see it's kind of changing color right now, but that every time it changes color, we get 5 more damage, or I should say whatever the base increase is, which is pretty nice. All right, let's see if we can't get a little more harvesting. All right, another railgun. Hold off on that. And you know what? I'm going to take a Ghost Scepter or two. I think that'll help even things out a little bit. Ow. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Do we let the Gobbler eat? Well, I guess that answered it for me. The other nice thing about the railgun, it does have piercing already on it. So, it's the one thing we needed with the Ghost Scepters that we didn't get. So, it's a good tongue. We'll definitely take that alien tongue. We'll take a little luck this time. And let's see, let's start getting a little bit of range damage. So let's take what we locked in, take the whistle, we'll lock in another railgun, lock in that gentle alien. That damage and the HP will be good. We'll need that. And you know what? We'll lock in that propeller hat for the luck. Now the nice thing about the railgun is it's got the heavy trait, so we do get some damage from just having multiple railguns, which is gonna be nice. Yes, Cosmic, how is your night going, by the way? Are you, did you enjoy your day off today? I want to get this guy. The Mohawk guys are kind of annoying. There is the free item. Can I get the free item with 5 seconds left? My guess is going to be no. Ah, we got it. I always forget how powerful those railguns are. We'll definitely take a free bottle mine. Definitely take some free health. Let's take a little more harvesting here. All right, railgun. We'll take the gentle alien. Take the propeller hat. Let's lock in that range. Ooh, lock in the lens as well for damage, and we'll just go to the next wave. Save that. Save a little bit of that cash for the next shop. And that's why I want to get rid of the Mohawks, because he doesn't power these guys, and I hate it when they... Oh, he powered himself? No, there's 2 of them on the border, isn't there? Yep. All right, let's get this free item. Let's get the curse going. The railguns, I feel a little bit more comfortable getting curse. Because these railguns are much more powerful than those Ghost Scepters. Recycled boiling water, I don't need that. Let's start taking a little bit of dodge just for protection, a little more harvesting. Take what I locked in, see what we can get. Take a little more fertilizer, or I should say harvesting on the fertilizer. We'll take the second Ghost Scepter, lock in that cauldron for the pickup range and the damage, and then we'll take the feather and lock in the baby elephant. Ooh, there's another Ghost Scepter. Let's go to wave 6. I do need to start thinking about getting some attack speed, though. That attack speed will just help all around. And if I do find additional piercing, I will definitely take it. Ah, crap. That's what I was afraid of. This is why I wanted the Ghost Scepters. I just need additional help. It's why usually when I play the Ghost, I usually play with the only do Ghost Scepters. It's going to be one of those days. I can tell it. It's definitely going to be one of those days. Let's restart. Try it again. See if we can't get the tree. Nah, no free item. That's all right. We got enough for a single level up. So let's get that harvesting. The railgun. Can we get a second one? We did get a second one. There's a third one. Let's lock you in. Let's go to wave 2. Might just be doing nothing but railguns this round. And then we'll focus on actually getting some HP up. Like I said, normally I take the Ghost Scepters with the... Normally take the Ghost Scepters with the Ghost. Because you do have additional damage on the... ethereal weapons, but I'm feeling good. Feeling confident that I can take. Don't need to take it. Take a little more harvesting. Let's keep that up. Take another railgun. There's another railgun. That gummy berserker is going to come in handy. The armor, again, we don't care about armor, but that range and that attack speed are definitely going to be needed. Because these railguns unfortunately only shoot once a second. Definitely want to get those down to twice, possibly 3 times a second. If we're lucky. Alright, start taking some damage. We'll take a little extra health since we're not going to be building any up. Alright, get that gummy berserker. I'm going to skip the peaceful bee for now. I will take the weird ghost, though. Normally I wouldn't take the weird ghost, but due to the fact that we don't really want to be taking any hits, it might not hurt to take it. Lock in the lumberjack shirt, and there's my 6th railgun. That will max out my damage increase. It'll max out my range increase. Just, make it all for an all-around good time. The only problem is I'm kind of wishing I didn't take the weird ghost now with the, environmental and the leech. I forgot that happens this round. Alright, let's see if I can't get in to pick some of this up. I don't like leaving materials on the ground. That's money wasted, man. That's like dropping a bunch of quarters on the ground and just being like, nah, we'll just leave them there. No, I want my quarters. Alright. This is a guaranteed blue, so let's get a little luck going. Ooh, there's a whistle. Let's get that railgun. I'll hold off on the mutation for now. There's another railgun, so we will start to tier these up, which will increase the base damage that deals 3 base damage, plus 3 base damage. Yeah, it'll increase the base damage increase by a lot. Ooh, definitely taking that banner because of that attack speed. We don't have, we have piercing, so we don't have knockback. Not something we're really worried about. But again, I want all the attack speed I can get. The faster these cannons can shoot, the more damage they do. And the happier I am. Not gonna lie. Let's see. The good news is we're clearing out these armored enemies, which is really what I'm looking for. Because these armored enemies do suck in these early waves, but they are necessary because they do give extra materials. All right, let's see. What can we get? Some lifesteal. I don't really need that. Take a little bit of attack speed. We'll take a little more range damage. Because we get that 45%. Or I should say 25% damage increase because of the heavy trait, I'd rather look for some range damage, because every 4 range damage we get, we should get an extra one for free. So let's take that. That increases, let's see. Alright, so the tier 2 railgun decreases the amount of damage we lose on piercing. It increases the scaling from speed. And it increases the base damage that goes up every 5 seconds. So that's just a good take. So we'll definitely need more attack speed. We're going to need more... Or, I'm sorry, that's dodge. Oh. I thought it was speed. No, it's dodge. That is the symbol for dodge. So that is an interesting thing to know. So that means I want to take even more dodge if possible. And we will definitely find it. I mean, we need dodge anyways. The coast, you need dodge. Already, those pufferfish are as satisfying as that pop is. That's just one sound effect I'm so glad they added. It's so satisfying just to hear and you can tell that, like, it was a little bit of a labor of love, because they got the little reverb on it that kind of makes sense for this being kind of like the Abyss. You would expect it to have a little reverb. And I get that other... that's a lot of materials. But it's so fun. I'm sorry. Goat Skull does nothing, so we'll ban it. Let's take a little bit more harvesting. It's probably all the harvesting I'm going to get for now. Ooh, there's my loot worm. So now I don't really need to worry about trees and other things, because he will go after the trees for me. All right, how do I want to play this? I do want this railgun. I want that harvesting. I want this railgun. And that's all we're going to do. So let's go to wave 7. Again, we do need to start looking for some dodge, because that's just going to help us survive. But I will say, these railguns, amazing weapons. I was having a lot of trouble with the Wounded until I unlocked the railgun, which is the Wounded's unlock. And then once I did that, oof, easy to beat the Wounded. Quite frankly, the Ghost is not doing too bad either with the railgun. But it does make sense that you do get the railgun with the Ghost, because it does scale with dodge, and Ghost is the dodge cap, or the dodge character of the game. There's more range and attack speed. Ooh, free landmines. We'll definitely take that. Let's see if we can't find a little bit more damage. Could take additional harvesting, but I want damage. Well, I couldn't find it, so we'll just take the speed, and there's my range damage. All right, take the railgun. Let's take the fertilizer. There's another railgun. There's a little bit more range. We do want, a cursed pocket factory. I don't see these very often, so this is fun. Because it's 5 engineering, you have more trees, and then every tree you kill, you get a turret. So I'm going to actually lock that in. That's actually a fun little take. And then, you know what? Let's take a little burning. Because burning opens up possibilities. You know, we can start taking a little bit of elemental damage. You know, we can get Greek Fire, which increases burning damage. We can get Fried Rice, which gives us healing. Will-O-Wisp, which will just further increase our elemental damage. And then if we get something like Frozen Heart that causes our weapons to scale off of elemental, we'll just be we'll be doing a lot of damage. No. So that wasn't as bad as a hit as I thought it would, especially for wave 15. Now this is where the bad part is. These leech lampreys are no fun to deal with. So we're gonna try to stay away from them. This is why this is 100% why I want damage. Or I'm sorry, attack speed. Cauldron. We will recycle the. Actually, I'm gonna take it because the loot worm. Because we got a ranged weapon, that material's gonna be scattered all over. So we're gonna want to pick it up as much as possible. More attack speed. All right, take the pocket factory. I'll take the tentacle, because we can use that healing for crits. There's another railgun. There's more damage. And the starfish, I'm a little hesitant to take that because I have negative 100 armor. So I think I'm actually going to ignore it for now. I mean, that 20% materials drop is so nice, though. But I'm going to ignore it. And there's some more dodge. We're definitely going to take that. We're going to lose a little health, but that'll be fine. Again, I'm hoping we can get some additional piercing going. I do know these pierce up as they get cursed, but I don't think the regular versions do. Let's see how we do here against that guy. Yeah. Unfortunately, we just gotta avoid the bullet hell that is these alternate enemies. The big question is do we have a horde wave? I did not check that. Normally that's one thing I check for on all the characters are, do we got elites or do we got hordes? Hordes, we would probably be fine, assuming we can get some more attack speed. It's questionable though. But we are, you can see that increase in damage over time is really starting to pick up for us as well. So I'm pretty happy there. Let's see, get a little bit more dodge, because again, dodge increases our damage. Take more range damage. All right, let's take everything here. So now we got a purple. So, okay, so as you tier up to the purple, you do have increased piercing on the purples. So now, I guess we don't really need too much, we don't need additional piercing. We already have it as we tier these up. God, these railguns are amazing. Ooh, free fish hook. We'll definitely take you. Take the wheelbarrow, because that trades 16 harvesting for 1 armor. Or I should say, you trade 1 armor for 16 harvesting. And then, I guess I do need something to heal me, but do we do regen or lifesteal? I'm going to try to go for well, actually, regen would probably be the better option for now. Because we don't shoot fast enough for lifesteal makes sense. Plus, again, with the burning, we get something like fried rice, which gives you healing for every burning enemy. And then if we get more burning, we find a snake or two, or we find additional scared sausages. You know, more burning enemies means more healing with the fried rice. Yeah, we got really good killing power in the later edges, or I shouldn't say later edges. The later, wow, I can't think. That's what's the fun part is. Sometimes you get so enraptured in the game, you just lose your mind. Later points in the round wave. There's some more harvest or dodge. We'll take that, because that dodge will actually make up for the fact that I lost 1 range. We'll take some % damage. Ooh, there's HP. 178. I do need HP, so I'll definitely take that. We'll take the fertilizer. We'll take the eye patch. You don't lose too much accuracy with these railguns, so we'll take it. Take a baby elephant as well. There's a pumpkin, so that will reduce our piercing damage. Let's lock in that cyber ball, lock in the banner and the elemental duck, and let's see what we have. Okay, this is not too bad of an elite. He should be easily, well, I shouldn't say easily winnable, but pretty winnable. We're just going to need to be careful with some of these enemies as we run around. Yeah, the second phase is the easiest. The third phase is where the problem's going to come in. Oof. I did see a couple dodges there. Those were very helpful. Alright, now I did see the gobbler. Did we kill the gobbler? I think we did. Okay. Yeah, the gobbler, little guy with a paper bag for a helmet. He runs around, eats all your materials, and if you kill him after he's eaten a bunch, he effectively doubles it, I believe. And, I saw that. I saw that, Cosmic. Yeah, those bots in chat always come by and they like to do their things. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get this. Well, actually, no, didn't have enough damage. 1 second. Salt water. You know what? It's free. I will take it for the attack speed. And the... Ooh, Retromatics hoodie is amazing on Ghost. Because you have so much dodge, you're going to get a ton of attack speed with this. So we have effectively... we haven't won, but... Hold on, let's see. Okay, so my purple railgun right now is shooting at 0.63. If I take this, it is now shooting at 0.4. So that's 0.2 seconds. That's a pretty good increase. I'm going to take the health. I do just want to survive just a little bit. Oh, and the pumpkin cursed and the cyberball cursed. Both amazing. So now we effectively have reduced piercing damage down to we're losing only 14%, which is great. All right, let's grab a little bit more dodge here. That attack speed and range. Ooh, and the luck and the dodge here are going to be huge. Locks. Hopefully one of these. Hopefully one of those curses. And I did see we do have a horde wave coming up. So hopefully we're shooting fast enough to be able to take care of it. I think we will be. So there's the gobbler again. He's going to just. Again, eat up some of that material, or eat up some of that materials. Didn't eat a whole lot, but that's okay. Would have been nice if you ate a whole lot, but I'll take what I can get. fact that we're clearing wave 12 pretty easily gives me hope. I'm gonna start taking some additional health though. I definitely don't feel comfortable sitting at 46. So we're gonna try our best to get more. Let's see if anything cursed. Triangle of Power. I'm actually gonna take it. I'm not gonna be taking too much damage, so that should just be a free 20% damage. Normally I wouldn't take the Triangle of Power. I don't think it's a great item, but I think with the Ghost or something like the Wounded, I think it's actually a good take here. We'll take more percent damage. Oh, the Clover Curse. So that's even more dodge and more luck. So we'll take that. The Gummy Berserker. Let's take that Mushroom for the regen. We'll take the Padding. Nothing there. Lock in that Mirror. We'll lock in the Baby Squid as well. And you know what? We'll lock in that Peaceful Bee for even more dodge. Haven't had ramen in a week, so, well, go make yourself some ramen. That actually sounds really good, Cosmic. I'm not going to lie. Alright, we do have the environmental shots. Ooh, and we got the overstuffed blowfish. So those things will actually shoot out too. Or pop, I should say pop twice. I don't know how they can pop twice, but apparently they do. I think because we got this environmental damage, kind of my strategy for this is just to find a spot and live in it. Be like, this is my home now. Since we got that loot worm, I don't have to worry about picking up too much of this materials. We'll go handle that for me. We just need to watch out for those snakes. Or, I'm sorry, not snakes, sharks. I mean, always watch out for snakes. Snakes are a good thing to look out for, but, you know, I'm worried about the sharks. Ooh. Alright, not bad. Wave 13's going pretty good. Free statue. I'm actually going to recycle it. I don't want it. Ooh, I'll take a free Blazemander, and I'm actually going to recycle the butterfly. So I made some. Oh, good for you. I'm glad you're getting some food in you. Let's see if we can get some range damage. That would be nice. That's not a lot of range damage. So I'm going to take the health instead. Alright, I'm going to mirror the... Ooh. I'm actually going to mirror the acid. Because that's going to be 16 HP. So we'll mirror the acid. We'll take that. I can't take the Peaceful Bee now. Oh, but maybe we can curse this railgun. We can curse the railgun. That'll be fantastic. And hopefully we survive this horde wave. I'm not feeling too bad about it. I think we have a decent amount of clearing power. We'll know by about 30 seconds. This is, yeah, about 40 seconds is where the horde really starts to come out, and it kind of determines, am I going to be running for my life, or can I just stand my ground? Looks like I can stand my ground. Oh, no, we're going to be running. No. The base damage increase on these weapons is starting to take effect. So it's still wiping everything out in one hit. We just want to make sure we go and get anything, any of those mohawk-looking dudes. Oh, and I forgot the Cyber Ball and the Baby Elephant, which Cyber Ball damages enemies as you kill enemies, and then the Baby Elephant damages enemies as you pick up materials. So that's also giving me a little bit of extra damage, especially with the luck we have. Let's take that Spyglass. The Adrenaline is amazing here. We're definitely taking that. We'll take the Chameleon, because that's just more dodge. Let's take some speed. Could always use some more speed. The Railgun Cursed. So it increases the piercing, it increases the base damage. Only question is, do we go straight for a red one, or do we... No, we'll go straight for a red one. We'll do that. And the Peaceful Bee Curse, so that's even more dodge. We'll definitely take a Garden. Another Fish Hook. Let's lock you in. Let's lock the Clover in. Take the weird food right off the bat. And there's another Railgun. So let's lock you in, see if we can't curse it. So again, the fog was reducing that visibility oh so much. And it's not going to be good, because this wave we have squids, which they slash at you from a distance. So we're going to really need to watch out for those guys. Might stick around. The nice thing about it is the structures and pets do light up the area. So if we stick around them, we'll be in a... we actually be in a pretty... we won't be too surprised if something comes at us. Yeah, Cosmic, what kind of ramen did you make, if I could ask? I'm not gonna lie, I made this ground beef and potato kind of, I don't want to say a mash or a hash, but it was really good. And added some rice to that. Oof, it was delicious. Ramen sounds, oh, yep. There is what I was not looking forward to is, as you saw, one hit did 75 damage. That hurt. Ooh, cursed head injury. I'll take you. Ooh, there's 4 range damage. And the railgun did curse, so we did want that. Let's take the fish hook and the clover and the jelly. Let's roll one more time. Actually, you know what? We'll take the injection. Ooh, a cursed coupon. Let's take the railgun. Also take a turret. And let's go to the next wave. Unfortunately, we couldn't pick any of those up, but that's fine. Yeah, at this point, we're just looking for damage. Damage and health. And a little bit more dodge. See if we can't max out our dodge. But with 2 cursed railguns, we're not hurting for damage right now. Now, if I could find something like Wisdom, that would be good. Not really sure what else I would... I mean, to be fair, anything with health. Anything with damage. Dodge. Lots of damage, I think, is what we need. There's attack speed. Attack speed's going to be pretty important, too. All right, cursed coupon. We'll take the... well, I can't take the railgun. We'll take the weird food. Oh, Sif's Route. Definitely going to take that. We'll definitely lock in that alloy. Lock in that railgun. And you know what? I'm not... actually, I'll just take the landmines. Let's just go to wave 17. Hopefully, something did curse. So, we did want at least one of those items to curse, which is good. So, we're going to get something good. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be good. Oh, holy crap, that guy was fast. Yeah, it looks like we got the enhanced versions of the, I don't know what they're called. I call them the Hider Makers, but, all I know is that those guys are fast. I'm going to need to stay away from them as much as possible. Hopefully we get enough, trees. Yeah, trees, because we need, trees will spawn turrets, and we need turrets to light up the area. This is a mess right now. Holy crap. Oh, ooh, that dodge saved me. Woo! The mouse. No, we'll recycle it. I don't want increased enemies right now. Let's see. I recently watched some really screwed up Doom WOD about, ending a baby, and another one about mental collapse, which also was screwed up. Yeah, those Doom WODs, there are a very wide variety of them. They get really interesting. Ooh, there's more dodge. Let's take you. Sif's Relic. Oh, Sif's Relic adds 17 dodge. So now we're dodge capped. But again, we want even more dodge because that will increase the damage on our railguns. We'll take the alloy. See if we can't curse the railgun one more time. I don't need the harvesting. I will take the luck though. Do we want to take the minigun? Not really. I'd rather use the railguns. It was interesting. Yeah. Like back in the day, the Doom WODs that they used to make, just they ran the gamut. I mean, you can find almost anything out there about it. I mean, I remember as a kid, people were making floppy disk of Doom WODs that were like politically motivated, just some really, really crazy stuff out there, and it was really interesting. All right, let's see. What do we got? So we got this guy. This guy is going to be... He shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to get him pretty down. Okay, yeah, we got him down pretty quickly. So that was a pretty easy elite. But then, yeah, some Doom WODs were adult-oriented, I should say. Won't go too much into it. Ooh, the dodge came in handy there. Having 90% dodge, you only have that 1 in 10 chance of getting hit, but it's still scary every time. Yeah, I will say there are a lot of good Doom WODs out there, though. I watch a couple other streamers play them. They're always fun to watch. The Gnome. You know what? I'll take it for the elemental damage. That'll help my burning. Defective steroids. That's, you know what? I have a ton of attack speed. A little bit of HP won't hurt. We'll take the range damage. All right, nothing cursed here. Do I want... You know what? The ashes probably won't be that bad to take. Take the railgun. Let's see if we can't curse this one. Ooh, a pearl might be nice. We'll take a rat. Vigilante ring. It's a little too late to take. 3 damage at the end of every wave would be nice, but unfortunately we are at the end of the near the end of the run, so it's not going to be super useful to take. Fortunately, we got the environmental hazard for wave 19, but we're killing everything so quickly. We're not having too much trouble keeping everything away from us. Ooh, except for that walrus. That walrus came in hot. Oh my god, I just saw three dodges there. It's a little hard to see, but I saw at least 1 or 2 of them. Again, that's with the Ghost, that is what you're building. You're building a dodge run, because you need it. Because at this point, there's no amount of health in the world is going to save me. 1 hit's going to kill me. Especially for some of these bigger enemies. We'll take a jerky, why not? Let's take that 16% damage. Alright, we did get a cursed pearl, so that's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the railgun did not curse, which is fine. We'll take another Blazemander. Take another railgun. We'll take a little additional burning as well. And this is going to be our build, so not the greatest build in the world. We did rely a little bit on burning, but we didn't get the items that we needed for burning. But we should be able to take down these bosses pretty quickly. Yeah, there goes the Leviathan. How about the dead whale? Yep. That was pretty good. Yeah, I will say railguns are pretty OP. I'm not gonna lie. This is the second run I've done with the railguns, and it's crazy. These are really good weapons. Again, I think these are gonna get rebalanced because they hit hard, and you can get them hitting fast. Like these were shooting at 0.25, you know, 4 times a second. But man, that was a good start. Now we gotta try to have a little bit more fun and try to find someone else that we haven't beat yet. Let's see, who would be a fun run to do? And again, I'm trying to pick people that I haven't beaten yet. You know what? Let's do the Harvester. The Harvester, or the Farmer, is fun. And you know what? I think if we're gonna do... Well, the Farmer's... The Farmer is big on harvesting, so we want a weapon that deals with harvesting. So the 2 that I usually like to do with the Farmer are either the Pruner or the Sickle. So I think I'm going to go with the Sickle. The Sickle does increase damage with harvesting, so we'll start with that. Last week of school, by the way, 3 days, then I graduate. Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Congratulations, by the way. You know, graduating high school, that's a good time. Good time. then you're going to be, you know, you get a couple months off and then you're off to college. And you're going to be living it up. Let's get this run started. Sickle on Nightmare on the farmer. But yeah, basically all we're going to be doing is stacking a whole lot of harvesting. I'm trying to pick up as much fruit as possible, so we are going to want some luck. And I believe, yeah, harvesting increases at the end of the wave too. All right, let's get, let's find that harvesting. Didn't find it, so I'll take a little luck. And let's find my sickles. Gentle Alien, let's lock you in. Ooh, there's harvesting, so let's take you. And there's even more, another sickle. And the nice thing about this is the sickle does have the support tag, which increases harvesting even more. So we're going to have a lot of money right off the bat. Now, if I can find the crown, that will be huge. Then again, we could always switch things up and just go back to a railgun run and just apparently win. But yeah, are you getting excited, Cosmic, about graduating? By any chance? I ain't gonna do good in college. I'm sure you're gonna do fine. I think you'll find it's not as bad as you think it is. Take a little bit more luck so we get more fruit drops and start taking a little bit of damage. Hey Xenon, welcome back. It's good to see you again. How was your Monday? How was your Memorial Day? Or how was your weekend as well? Let's take... Oop, didn't get the fertilizer, but there's another sickle. There's a coupon. Let's go to wave 3. I know damn well I'm going to end up poor. Well, you'll be... No, that's not a guarantee. There's a very likely chance that you won't. Ooh, ow. I took damage. I am going to need some form of HP regen, because we do want to make sure that the fruits we pick up... are going towards our harvesting and not towards healing me. Mostly good. A family member got sick and could not celebrate with him, unfortunately. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Especially on like a 3-day weekend, things like that. I'll take a little attack speed. All right, coupon, sickle, then harvesting. Nothing there. There's another sickle. We'll take that lemonade. And there's even more harvesting, so we'll take you. And let's go to wave 4. But I'm glad it was mostly good. Yeah, sometimes you got to take the wins with the the losses with the wins. So yeah, with the farmer, the main items I think we're going to be looking for kind of your again, luck-based items to get more fruit drops, anything that increases trees. Fruit baskets are a big one. And then damage, of course. Always need damage. Nightmare mode is definitely brutal. Absolutely, Xenon. This has been very hard. I think I've been playing it for about a week and a half now, and I've only won 2 runs. No, 3 runs. Sorry. So it's been insane. Let's take more attack speed. Kind of, wow, I was gonna go for health, but that's fine. Ooh, baby gecko. We'll take the sickle. Take another sickle. Take the padding, because the padding will help us as we get more harvesting. Yeah, no, it's been insane. The new character is a lot of fun though. The wounded. The whole one-hit kill mechanic is, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, the railgun that you unlock if you beat him is, oh, so sweet. Alright, I'm not going to go for the curse here. I don't have a ton of damage, and I just don't want to deal with it. I say as I... Ooh. Damn it. I knew this was going to happen. I could try the potato thrower. I haven't played with the potato thrower before. No, the sickle's better. Actually, well, no, we'll do the sickle. But yeah, no, Nightmare mode has been... It's living up to its name. It is a nightmare. Alright, let's get as much harvesting as I can get right off the bat. One more. No, take the luck. There's a sickle. There's a gentle alien. We'll take you. Lock in that other sickle. Lock in some more harvesting. Let's go to wave 2. Because, yeah, gentle alien will just increase the... wait, do we have decreased consumable... Yeah, decreased material spawn, so... I guess having more... Well, more enemies means more chance for fruit to drop, which means more chance to get even more harvesting. But again, I need to learn to not take damage. Alright, let's see what we can get. There's some more harvesting. There's... Ooh, that's a lot of melee damage. Definitely going to take that. Sickle, Peaceful Bee. Lock in that range, because little range is going to be good. No, we're not going to touch the weird ghost. There's a sickle, and then we do need to think about regen, so I'll take that as well. Because again, I want to try to leave as much fruit on the ground for increasing my harvesting. Especially in these early stages. My fruit. Again, if I get a fruit basket, if I can get all 4 fruit baskets, ooh, that would be so nice. We'll take what we can get. Let's get, let's see, what would be good here? Wave 3, take a little bit more melee damage. Alright, sickle, glasses, plant, ooh, the, max HP, definitely gonna need, ooh, there's a blue sickle. And the weird food, because, again, as we pick up, fruit, we're gonna want it to heal more and more if I need it to heal. I do believe the sickle, I don't remember exactly, but the sickle... Oh, hold on. Gotta deal with the lamprey. There we go. The sickle does, I think, scale better over at the higher tiers with the harvesting, so we definitely want to get those tiered up as well. Let's see, is there a tree? I feel like I'm missing a tree. I did not miss a tree. I about took another hit, though. There's more harvesting. There's some more luck for more fruit drops. All right, sickle. There's alien worm. We'll take that. Leaving that broken mouth in. Another sickle. There's some harvesting. So I'm taking the harvesting, even though I am losing melee damage. With the fact that I have, well, yeah, I guess that's a damage down for now. But over time, that'll continue to increase the amount of harvesting I get. So I'm definitely going to take that. Read the needle on that one. Alright, let's try to get, I want to get to those Mohawk guys. Damn it. That's what I was afraid of. We're taking a ton of damage. That's why we want to get HP regen. Lifesteal would be good, but I think I have a better chance with regen. Let's take some armor as well. Alright, Broken Mouth Fertilizer. Not going to worry about Scared Sausage. We will be taking the community support. And the snail. We'll take a little damage. There's another sickle. And let's go to wave 6. Yeah, we'll say Nightmare mode with how brutal it is. Again, it is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a good challenge. Oop. Make sure we stay out of the attack range of those and try to get some of these guys who kind of have weird attack patterns. I don't know what they're called, but they have really weird attack patterns and I don't like them. Ah, damn it. Took damage. Alright, see if we can't heal up. Save my fruit for the end of the wave. Alright, just need that. Alright, we've healed up. Okay, good. Got a little more harvesting. Let's take even more melee damage. All right, community support. We'll take the coffee. Leave that snail locked in for now. There's... I'll take that luck. Ooh, more sickle, more harvesting. Let's go to wave 7. Again, just trying to jack up my harvesting as high as possible. What am I... I feel really slow right now, and I don't like it. If I could get something like the cute monkey, that's going to be needed as well, because anything that'll heal is needed. I took fruit. Oh well. Another good one, now that I think about it, Chopper might be pretty good on this character. That way you can I did not kill the tree. That's too bad. I do need some more damage, so let's get some damage going. I want that snail, I want the fertilizer. Again, luck for the fruit drops. There's trees. Another sickle. Can I get anything else? You know what? More weird food. Pick up, or I'm sorry, the little frog for the pickup range and the harvesting. Those will be good. Should just make us all the more stronger. Our sickles are starting to get a lot more damage. Let's grab you. I took damage. Alright, let's just heal. Kind of gonna stay. Well, no, we'll take the blob out. I should be able to kill these guys fairly quickly. Ooh, that environmental damage is a lot. Let's go get this tree. There's a loot alien. Can I get him? Yep. Ooh, 2 free items. Alright, pray for a crown. Eye patch does nothing for me. I mean, there is crit there, but I don't really need it, so let's recycle you. Melee damage is good. Ooh, there's attack speed. Let's take some attack speed. And, you know what? Let's take some more HP regen. Let's try to get our regen back up. So let's take everything I locked in. Ooh, I want that treasure map. And, I want that armor. I need speed now, though. That's going to be a big problem. There's more harvesting. Alright, we'll go with there. See how we do on wave 9. I'm going to just kill this thing. I don't want the eggs to... I mean, the eggs would give us more materials, but the fact that we only get 50% of the normal materials we would get, no reason to let them respawn. That's just more enemies we have to deal with. Yeah, we definitely need some speed. These narwhals are going to be a problem, as are dodging all these slashes. And bullets. Lots to dodge. Might get a little lifesteal. A little lifesteal might not hurt. Okay, I need to run away. I want that tree, but I'm not going to be able to get it. That's too bad. Would have been nice to get the tree. There's my speed that I need. Alright, treasure map. We'll take the jerky, the fertilizer. The jerky may come back to bite me in the butt, but it should be fine. There's an alien worm. There's another little frog. I'm not getting the damage I need. So this is a little scary. I mean, we're kind of fine. We have decent damage for wave 10, but if I want to think about killing any of the elites, which we have all elites. If I want any chance to kill the elites, I need more damage. Again, I'm not even going to let those eggs spawn. Not even going to worry about it. Ooh, that hurts. I need armor, too. Armor, man, I need everything. Yeah, not bad. Not great. Oh, there's health. All right, gentle little frog. Do I want to take the gentle alien? I need the damage. Yeah, I'll take it. We'll definitely take the banner. We'll take the spyglass. I can't get anything else, so let's go to wave 11. Yeah, feeling a little better. This isn't going too bad. Let's see if we can't pick up this fruit. I'm not going to let the gobbler take my materials, mainly because there's nothing to take. Not a whole lot on the ground right now. Okay. Now we just need to hope a fruit basket shows up. Because I need more fruit. Kind of going all in on fruit healing me. Luck will help with that. So maybe if we can get some luck, that'll help as well. Do we take the speed? Or do we take the... I'm going to take the armor here. There's a sickle, the defective steroids. So we got a little more HP. More sickle. We'll take the padding. And then the duct tape for armor. Small magazine. No. I like the attack speed, but I'd rather take something else. Small fish, let's take. Same thing with the fertilizer. There's another sickle. And I think we're... Oh, no. We should be able to beat this guy. This guy shouldn't be too bad. Because he's got a pretty simple attack pattern. The third phase is usually the worst, where he charges at you. Now he's going to charge... Ooh. Actually, this is actually going to be pretty... It's going to be pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. Kind of dealing with a lot of enemies that are not fun to deal with. Okay, there we're good. Got a free red item now. Kind of just feel like sitting in this corner and letting enemies come to me. But I also want to be on the lookout for trees, because I don't have a loot worm. Okay, so far so good. Ooh. The Retromations hoodie would be good if we had dodge, but we don't have any dodge, so unfortunately I have to recycle it. I'm actually going to take a little more range. I do want my sickles to kind of swing a little wider, so we'll take that. Take everything I locked in. There's another sickle. This strange book, I usually like to take the strange book because it just adds some interesting things, but we'll take a baby elephant. There's a little bit more melee damage, but I don't have any dodge, so I can't trigger it. So 2 melee for 104. Not really great in my book. There's more luck, so that will be more... that's more fruit spawns. I did lose a little bit of HP regen, but I'm fine with that. Ooh, a tardigrade is good. Ooh, and a purple sickle. That'll be nice. Yeah, purple sickle is 20% of my... 20% of my harvesting goes towards damage. Alright, I did see an empowered, or I should say an empowered enemy, so let's make sure we're killing those Mohawk dudes. But we have enough damage. We are kind of getting through them. Oh, that was a curse shark. Curious to know what kind of sharks those are. Like, every enemy on here kind of takes after animal on Earth, but what are those sharks? Alright, we have a Hydra on the field. We should be alive. Yeah, we're fine. Wow, 240 harvesting already. 260 harvesting now. We'll definitely take the charcoal. Let's take that 12% damage. Let's get this sickle in. Let's get the tardigrade and the banner. I'm going to skip the shady potion. Oh, the fairy is going to be huge. Definitely going to take a rat. Definitely going to take that weird food. So the fairy will help us with our HP regen. That'll be very nice. Assuming, again, we do survive. This elite is a pretty easy one, relatively. So we should be able to get it. I think we got enough damage. I'm less worried about the elite, more worried about the armored guys that are coming after me. Okay, we're good. Now let's just make sure we're getting all the trees. Let's get some fruit just to heal up a little bit. Try not to take any damage, so we get a little bit of extra harvesting going. Nope, there's damage. Fruit. Get some more fruit. Ooh, that was getting to be a dangerous situation. Greek Fire. Greek Fire, since it's free, I'm definitely going to take it. It also opens up the possibility of adding some burning in, so we'll definitely look for that. But it also increases our visibility in the Nightmare Fog, so we definitely 100% want that. I do want some more armor. All right, Fairy. Then we take everything here. Let's take a red sickle. There's another sickle. Ooh, we're going to take that Lucky Charm. That's a lot of luck to pass up for only 2 melee. Definitely taking that. Metal Detector. No, we'll pass that up. Let's go to the next wave. And then, yeah, our rat's just going to sit there. He's just going to damage a lot of these enemies for us. So we don't have to. Fortunately, he doesn't go after elites and bosses, but that makes sense. Be a little OP if he did. Let's make sure we're killing these altered enemies. I don't like these blobs, but they do spawn a lot of enemies, which means more chances for fruit and more chances for materials. Of course, our consumable heal is so high right now that and I have so much harvesting already. I don't really, not really looking for, oop. Okay, dangerous situation. Ooh, that was very dangerous, but we got through it. Definitely taking that spicy sauce. That will cause, my, consumables to explode. That's free attack speed. We'll take that. Again, more damage is always good. The spider is... Spider's not bad. We'll take the spider. Take another sickle. We'll take more range. Definitely taking that bag. Take the clockwork wasp. We do have... I think we have one. Do we have turrets? We do not have turrets. But that gives us 5% speed, and I need speed. Ooh, damage is doing pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. Again, our harvesting is just going to keep going up and up as we can find a lot of these common items that will increase our harvesting by, I think it's 3 per item. Ooh. Alright, let's get over here, sit on top of this Hydra so he can die. Those walruses hit really hard, and it's very scary when they do. That sucks. That was a really good run going. That was a really good. I had a really good run going. We had only 9 consumable heal. Interesting. What the actual F did you watch? I don't know. Were you watching me or were you watching something else? Something else. And I am going to, let's see, let's try a different character. No, we'll do one more run with the farmer. And you know what? I'm gonna just have some fun with it since I've never really played with a potato thrower. We're gonna do a potato thrower. You found out a new thing. Teratoma. I wouldn't worry about teratomas. Wait, does this have support? This does have support. Problem is we won't get very many potato throwers. At least not right off the bat. Just dumb to look up. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what a teratoma is, but I was looking for harvesting. There's my harvesting. All right, we're not going to get a potato thrower, so let's... I think we're just going to... what do we want to find? I think I'll take a rat. And let's lock in some luck to get that going as well. I could take a railgun, but we're not. We're going to stay away from the railgun. I will take the attack speed, though. Let's go to wave 2. Tumor during pregnancy that can grow teeth, hair, and eyes. Ah. I was going to say, it sounded familiar. Oof. Took some damage. That is unfortunate. Now any fruit I get will not give me... Yeah, by the way, this is the completely wrong way to play the farmer. Usually you would not start with the potato thrower. So let's find... I guess I'll take some attack speed. There's my harvesting. Alright, more attack speed. We'll take the weird ghost. Why not? With the fact that I got the rat, I'm going to be looking for lifesteal instead of HP regen, because the rat does good at rats do great at triggering lifesteal. I don't know why, they just do. More attack speed. Alright, Lucky Duck. Nothing there. You know what? We'll take the sharp bullet. We'll take more coffee, and let's go to next wave. The one thing I do like about the potato thrower, it encourages you to take health. Well, that tree's not getting killed. Wait, nope, wait. I can possibly come back to it. There we go. Well, we might be dead. Oh, we lived. Let's see. Take some health. We'll take the sharp bullet. We'll take the baby gecko. Lock in the fertilizer. I need more luck. Ooh, a coupon and the ugly tooth will be huge. Yeah, we need to start finding our potatoes. Let's just make sure our rat's gonna do a lot of that damage. We're certainly not doing any. Oof, this is hard to watch. I don't know why I started with potato thrower. I thought it would be a fun run, something new to try, but oof, that hurts. Oh, hey, welcome in, Case. How are you doing tonight? I swear a potato launcher can shoot multiple shots. You have to get a special item for it to do that. At least or unless you have to tier it up. But I haven't seen another potato launcher yet, so I don't know. I'm gonna take the damage. What's causing me to lose damage? Oh. That did. Alright, that. We'll take the fertilizer, ugly tooth. There's another potato thrower. There's a fish hook. Let's go to the next wave. Yeah, I think it gets to the point where you just get so many of them that, like, just potatoes are flying everywhere. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, potato launcher, very, very bad idea for a start. I could do something like the loot. Let's go back to the sickle. The sickle is kind of like the prime weapon for the farmer, in my opinion. Alright, there we go. Wave 1 done. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of that extra harvesting. By the way, Case, how was your night going? Ooh, take the loot worm. And that's all I'm going to do for now. Good. Glad to hear it. A little sad we got to go back to work tomorrow. You know, our 3-day weekend is over, but it'll be good to be also feel productive. All right, you know what? We'll take that for the harvesting. Take some attack speed, more harvesting. All right, sickle. Take the fertilizer. There's another sickle. Let's lock in that gentle alien. There's another sickle. Lock in the alien worm. We'll go to wave 3. Oop. Almost took a hit there. Ah, crap. Oh, well, I just stood in front of that one. That was all on me. Can I get the loot alien? No. Cannot get the loot alien. You know what? I'm gonna try some lifesteal as well. Let's take the melee damage. So, take all of this. There's another sickle, another alien worm. No mutation. There's another sickle. Let's go to wave 4. Let's... Should I get... Yeah, I should get that. I have full health, so... I'm gonna grab the fruit as I can right now. Again, I'm hoping for a rat, because those rats really do well at triggering lifesteal. And we got a pretty good amount of harvesting going on, too, as well. Let's see. One more roll. I'll take that armor. Alright, sickle, alien worm. We'll take the weird food. I could take the captain's sword, but no, we're not going to. There's more harvesting. There's a broken mouth. So that's health. And ooh, another sickle. Take the effective steroids. And let's just go. Save up a little money so I can buy those things. We should be good. Plus, with my loot worm now, don't have to worry about trees. Let's get a little curse going. Chance to get a cursed item. Cursed enemies, I think, do drop more materials, so... More chance for materials. Ooh, I definitely do not want you to be empowered, so let's get you down. Alright, so far so good. Take a little bit more armor, take a little bit more luck. Alright, sickle, broken mouth, effective steroids. Definitely taking that cake, because everybody loves cake. Little muscly dude's gonna be good. Ooh, there's my rat. So now we got a rat, so now we can really pile on that attack or lifesteal, and that will just help keep us healthy. I kind of want to show it off, but I also only have a 2% lifesteal chance. And, I don't want to take that 2%. But he's going. He's nipping some ankles. there it is. Let's see. Does he actually... Well, a little bit. Gotten a couple. Oh, there's a food alien. Of course, you spawned right at the end. But we got it. We got the crate, which is good. Alright, I'll take a free book. Take a little bit more lifesteal. The spyglass, the little dude. Corrupted shard. Definitely want the ugly tooth and dangerous bunny. Lighthouse, nope. Oh, absolutely. Now I did not see that. So the lighthouse increases fog visibility by 100%. So I'm actually going to take that. Plus that opens options of, you know, if I do get find turrets or anything, that'll just help increase damage there. Or if I find the nail. They buffed the lighthouse. Did they now? I'll have to take a look. I didn't read the, I didn't completely read it. Oh, took some damage. Let's see. Let's take some more health. Oh, okay. So yeah, they reduced how much engineering you lose per structure. Oh, that is buffed. That's awesome. So let's take it. Take that. Lock in that bait. Ooh, there's another rat. Absolutely gonna take a second rat. And then not gonna roll because I got 3 items locked. Yeah, the visibility in Nightmare is what made me lock it in the first place. Because I didn't realize that it had increased visibility by 100%. Which is just awesome. That's going to be huge for the later Nightmare waves. Or I should say the fog waves. Ah. Took damage. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And again, I need to see if, I think the lighthouse visibility stacks, but I don't remember exactly. I want to say it does. Ooh, a free vigilante ring? Absolutely. There's more lifesteal. Sickle, rat, bait, corrupted shard. Lock in that dock moth. Don't need the lumberjack shirt. I will take the landmines, though. Sickle's good. Ooh, the lure will be amazing. Dangerous bunny is amazing. Let's go to wave 9. Now, I do have... I don't. For some reason, I thought I had, oh, I can't even think of what I'm thinking of. Alright, let's not let these eggs spawn. I thought I had something. I don't remember the item, though. What was I thinking of? Damn, this is going to haunt me forever now. Or at least until I remember what it was. Ah, who cares? Sometimes when the thought disappears, that means it wasn't needed. Bit of damage here, but we're still. Well, actually, we need more harvesting. But I need rain, or I need armor, and I need a little range. I need these to sweep a little farther. All right, take all of this. Another sickle. There's more lifesteal. There's more HP. We'll take the sickle. Do I want the jerky? Not really. I'm gonna leave the jerky alone for now. And let's go to wave 10. I would love to see the crown. Crown would increase how much harvesting we get by even more, which is 100% absolutely needed right now. free item. Let's see if we can't squeeze through here. Got to be careful of these environmental shots because those things do hurt, even with the amount of armor I got. And the fun part about having the Doc Moth is we can just sit here and he will pretty much, he doubles the healing I get. Well, it doesn't double, he adds one. I want this item. I want to run away, live. Cauldron. I'm actually going to recycle that because I don't want, well, no, we'll take it. The luck. There's regen, but I don't want to lose the lifesteal, so we're going to ignore that. Going to ignore the knot. Take a little bit more luck. All right, lifesteal. We'll take the sickle. Let's see. I don't have crit, so I'll take the melee damage. I'll take the snail. I'll take the small fish. There's a garden, which will be good, and more landmines will help. There's another sickle, and you know what? I'll take the penguin as well. Let's go to wave 11. Another environmental bullet stuff. Another bullet hell level. I should say wave. Yeah, we need more lifesteal. Stay healthy. Then again, I also just need to stop taking hits. Man, I'm not doing good at dodging right now. Frozen Heart. It's free, it gives me crit, and weapons and pet now scale with elemental damage. I have a little bit, so we'll take that. Take a little bit more attack speed. Let's get that sickle, let's get the structures, the penguin, there's more lifesteal. I'm not going to take Tyler. I will take the energy bracelet, because now that scales, or increases my scaling with my weapons, and the free trees, and I think this guy... Unless he's an easy one, we're probably... Yeah, we should be able to kill him. I'm hoping. Oh, not with these guys here, though. And this guy. This guy needs to die. I do not need to deal with those eggs. You guys need to die. Or I shouldn't say die. Did be disappeared. Alright, got the loot, or got the elite down. Now we just have some fun, clear the level out, do what needs to be done. Get some more harvesting from our lovely garden over there. Ooh, look at all that lovely harvesting coming in. Ooh, Gobbler's Hat. So this will increase my materials drop by 70%, but we already have a negative 50% materials drop. So this would basically bring me back to normal and then add 20. But I'd lose 15% speed and I'd lose 10% dodge. So I'm actually not going to take it. I don't want it. I will take a little bit more range. The crystal is amazing. All of this is amazing. We're going to take it. Clockwork Wasp, definitely want that because that 10% attack speed does affect my gardens. So that will increase the how often it pumps out fruit. We're definitely taking that Gummy Berserker, locking that Lemonade, and you know what? We'll lock in that Blazemander since we are building a little bit of elemental damage, and let's go to the next wave. How are we doing? Life steal is at 13%, so 13% chance for me to actually steal some life, which is pretty good. It's not great with the sickles. I could use probably should be in like the 30 to 40 range, but the I think with the rats, we're getting some pretty good help with that. I mean, we do have decent damage right now, which is good. We are still... Ooh, there's a free item. So let's get this loot alien. Gonna chase him down. Don't... I mean, I could let the egg spawn, but... It's not... Oh, I took damage. Lost a lot of HP. Let's see. Do I want this? Yeah, I'll take it. Might as well. Ooh, I'll definitely take that ritual. More lifesteal. Damage. I actually want speed. Alright, let's take all of this. I don't have a hook, so nothing can curse. Cursed Peaceful Bee will definitely take you. I'll lock in the bowler's hat. The hunting trophy. That might not be bad. Kraken's Eye will probably be pretty good. Just having that 15 health will be good. Ooh, and the fertilizer is awesome. I don't know why I rolled. I only had one item. And I never roll when I only had one item slot open. Or I should say unlocked. That's just my opinion. You can roll if you want. Nothing wrong with rolling. I just don't like to. Because chance of actually getting a good item are very low. Alright, I'm just going to stick with my Dock Moth for this run. He'll keep me nice and topped off, so as fruit does show up, I'll be able to just kind of like run by and pick it up. And then I'll let my loot worm go after the trees. Because again, yeah, Dock Moth does heal. Add 1 to your healing for every layer of Dock, for every Dock Moth you have. Take damage. I took damage. I took twice the damage. So that means no extra harvesting. We'll definitely take that whistle. Let's get even more lifesteal. All right, Bowler's Head and Hunting Trophy are the big ones. Blocking that banner. There's more aliens. The piggy bank at this point, I'm gonna say no, but I will lock in the Gummy Berserker for more attack speed. And let's see how we do with the Horde Wave. We should do pretty good. I mean, the Horde Wave shouldn't be due. These guys gotta go. I do not want to deal with the things that pop out from there. They're not too hard with the damage I got, but just rather not deal with it. And then we don't have a lot of crit, but every time we do get a crit kill, we will get a little bit of extra material. So that's why I took the Hunting Trophy. But yeah, our attack speed is high enough, and our damage is high enough that we are just taking everybody out. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to get that loot alien either. There are just too many enemies on the screen. I just need to deal with the enemies. Ooh, 2 enemies. And we got a ton of harvesting there. Ooh, the tentacle will be good. Now crit kills increase health. And let's take 60 range. Why not? Take even more range. Alright, Banner, Kraken's Eye, Gummy Bear, Corrupted Shard. There's another sickle. And let's lock in that sickle. Let's lock in that range. I mean, that range, it cuts in half, or we only get half of the effective range, but that's still pretty good range. You know what? The Lighthouse, I will say, does pretty good. Pretty good at keeping things lit up. I can pretty much see everything. Whales. Or not whales, walruses. free item. Ooh, we're almost done with the wave. That was a fast wave. I don't know why that was a fast wave, but it was fast. More lifesteal, yes please. We'll take a laser turret. Do more melee damage. Alright, sickle, glasses, we'll take the bait. Baby with the beard does nothing for me, unfortunately. I do love it. Baby with the beard is a good item, but I can't do anything with it. There's another sickle, so let's get you in. Let's get that sunken bell. Ooh, the wheat is awesome. Another crystal, and then unfortunately the vigilante ring isn't going to give me too much usage out of it, so not going to buy it. We'll roll one more time. Ooh, sickle and a cursed charcoal. We'll definitely take you. And let's see who we got. We got this, I don't know who this is, but he looks very shell-like. We got enough damage. We should be able to easily take him out. Yeah. Easy win there. Or I should say easy ending to that guy. Alright, let's make sure that guy goes. I don't want these hydras sticking around very long. Unfortunately, the bell triggered. That's not good. Oh, holy crap. That guy came after me hard. Ooh, that was close. That was a little scary. We'll definitely take the book. Ooh, taking the lucky coin. That's going to... Oh, that's a cursed lucky coin, so that's a lot of luck that we're about to get. Oh, and there's a med kit. Med kit's awesome. Let's take some health just to be sure. All right, take everything here. Locking in the coupon. We'll lock in that boiling water because, again, we do scale with elemental damage. Defective steroids and another sickle will be both. We'll all be good. Let's go to the next wave. Oof, yes, our damage is scaling very wonderfully right now. The fact that we got all that range also means that not very many things are going to hit us. Take you out. Ah, you spawned, but you should. Wow, you died in one hit. Power of crit. Crap. Now we got to be careful. We are struggling just a little bit. That was 18. 19 is going to be very interesting if that was 18. Ooh, free med turret will definitely take you. Taking lure, taking more HP. All right, coupon to the boiling water. Let's get a red scythe, which scales 25% of our harvesting, which is nice. Tardigrade. Lemonade. We'll take the HP, the Met Worm. Another sickle, the mirror, and the boxing glove we'll take. There's another sickle. Let's go to wave 19. Last wave before we'll have one more shop, and then we'll try to beat the bosses. I'm a little worried about how much curse we have, but I guess this will be a good indicator of kind of where we're at damage-wise. Is how well can we keep the board clear? What I am going to be looking at is some of these bigger, beefier enemies. Like, are we able to take them out with relative ease? It looks like we are, as long as they're not cursed or empowered. Free item. Free item. Alright, free octopus I will take. I'm gonna lose all my... Ooh, do I want to lose all my crit? Yeah, I'll lose all my crit. Not taking that. Not taking that. And let's take some damage. Take the melee. Alright, sickle and sickle. The candy bag does nothing for me. Ooh, the nail. Definitely going to take that nail. And you know what? We'll do 2 Clockwork Wasp. Do a book. Oh, it would have been nice to get the Alien Eyes. But let's do the Peaceful Bee for the dodge. And let's see how we do against these guys. So there's Dead Whale. There's the Hydra, or the Leviathan. Which is, this is who I usually target first. Just because the second and third waves kind of suck. Though it is pretty easy. His second phase, you just kind of run down and then to the right. And then his third phase, it's kind of the same thing, but then you just have to run around him. But yeah, he's an easy, once you figure out his patterns, pretty easy to get down. Ooh, he is hitting me for a lot. So we're gonna need to be careful. Where's my Dock Moth? Okay, that was close. That was close, but we did it. We got another character run. Damn, two characters in a night? Holy crap. Don't know what's going on. This is quite the conundrum. But yeah, no, that was a farmer. Farmer on Nightmare is still a lot of fun. Didn't get as much harvesting as I wanted. Only 599, but it's still good enough. But let's see. I don't have much time left, but I do think I have time for one more run. Who do I want to play, though? You know what? Let's try, well, Speedy or General. No, let's try Speedy. I haven't done Speedy in a while. So yeah, Speedy, you get 30 speed, 1 melee damage for every 2 speed you have. And, but you don't have any armor when you stand still. So I think I'm going to go with the... Jousting Lance. I think this is what I always go with this, because Jousting Lance, you always want to be kept moving anyways. So we'll try this. I think the other one I'd try is the Hiking Pole. Since you have so much speed, you can just build up range pretty easily. But we'll do Jousting Lance. See how this goes. Can I get the tree? Yep. Didn't get the loots, but got the tree. Alright, starting with my good old-fashioned harvesting. There's another Jousting Lance. There's another Jousting Lance. Ooh, there's a rat. Definitely take you. And one more Jousting Lance, and let's go to wave 2. So yeah, the other thing is, like, we lose 100 armor when we're standing still with Speedy, but with the Jousting Lance, you lose damage if you're standing still. So, always want to keep moving. Only problem I think I'm gonna have is if I have to get too fast, the bullets coming in will probably be a problem. Take some luck. Alright, take you. Lock in the spicy sauce. There's another Jousting Lance. Let's just go. Because I can't really buy anything else, unfortunately. Clear this out. Yeah. Harkens back to good old Flash comics, man. That's what it reminds me of. Ooh, take a free loot worm, absolutely. Take a little bit more harvesting, and then let's start grabbing a little bit of attack speed. All right, Jousting Lance, we'll take the rat. Another Jousting Lance, so now we got them all out. We got the medieval, so we got our armor, we got some dodge. Each one of these lances is going to increase our speed even more, and they do scale off of speed, so that's one thing we're going to have to keep in mind. Let's go to wave 4. And the other nice thing is our loot worm does scale with speed as well, so you can see he's kind of zooming along. So definitely not going to have to worry about trees or anything. But for sustain, things like that, we're probably going to be doing HP regen because we're not going to be... I mean, we're not going to really be getting a chance to hit a lot of enemies because we're going to be running by them. So yeah, probably HP regen is where we're gonna go with for sustainability. Peaceful Bee. We'll take the Peaceful Bee. And you know what? Take some health. Ooh, coupon, the spicy sauce. Take the weird food, might as well. HP regen. There's some range. A bag is good as well, and then we'll just go to wave 5. We'll need some attack speed. Lance does good at kind of like piercing through enemies, but we do need those lances to come back faster than what they are. So attack speed is definitely going to be needed. There's a free item. Let's get him. Yep. Ooh, the baby elephant. Such a cute little guy. Always just wants to help out, so we'll take him. We'll let him come along. We'll take some more damage, because now that 20 melee damage that we have, any percentage is just going to be huge. More HP. Let's get another Jousting Lance. You can see this one, it increases the amount of speed we get, but also increases the damage we lose when we stand still. So take all of you. Barricade. In fact, I'm going to ban that. I don't really need it. Don't need the Lumberjack shirt. I will take the Saltwater. And there's another Jousting Lance. Let's go to wave 6. So yeah, Speedy has the potential to worry me a little bit, because, like I said, these environmental shenanigans with these bullets are kind of a little scary. I mean, I can zip right by them, so it's not too hard. But something tells me if I get any faster, I'm going to be running into one or two of them. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. See, I'm starting to run into stuff. Let's take, Guess we'll take a little more harvesting. There's a goblet, so that'll help with sustain. Another Jousting Lance. There's more speed, health, and let's go to wave 7. Because again, speed equals melee damage, so we definitely want that. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off. 2 speed for 1 melee. Luckily, this will help us run away from enemies. God knows I hate doing that, but sometimes it's needed. Especially with any horde wave. Also, it's going to be funny as hell seeing a loot worm just sprint around the place. Definitely need some attack speed. Ooh, free coupon. Yes, sir. Take some armor. Let's take, there's my attack speed. We'll take you. Alright, saltwater and cake. Weird food, the boxing glove. Another, or second spicy sauce. So now consumables will have a 100% chance to blow up. Ooh, and there's another penguin. So we got 2 penguins now. So that means I think we get plus 2 HP regen for every fruit we get. Which makes me really want to get the fruit basket now. If I can find the fruit basket, that would be great. Because again, yeah, penguin, you get plus 1 HP regen for every fruit you pick up. And those stack, so if I have 2 penguins, you get 2 HP regen, 3 penguins, 3. If you got any more than 3, it'd probably be a problem. Alright, not bad. Not a bad wave 8. Take a little bit of luck. Alien tongue I'm not going to worry about. We'll take that spicy sauce. There's another jousting lance, so let's get that in the build. Let's take that helmet for the armor. There's another coupon. There's some HP regen. And let's go to wave 9. Do we let the egg spawn? No. We're running so fast, I'm not going to let them spawn. Now, I do need to find... If I can find a bonk dog, that would be great. Ooh, that actually hurt a lot. This is what I was talking about. The speed is scaring me just a little bit. You need to keep moving. Because if you do happen to get hit on the frame that you stop, you will take a ton of damage. So let's just play run around the ring. Forgot I had the goblet too. So that'll help heal a little bit. If I can get a second goblet, if I get a cursed goblet, that'd be awesome. Not bad. Still a little... There's my third penguin. So yeah, 1 HP regen until the end of the wave when picking up a consumable while at max health. Okay, so that is it's a bit different. I will take that dodge though. Dodge will help. There we go. Regen. I don't have crit. Do I have anything that... I don't have anything that works with crit, so I'll take the metal. There's another coupon. Take the silver bullet, because that increases damage to elites and enemy bosses. Take that jousting lance. There's another jousting lance, so we'll finally have all blues. Let's go to wave 10. Yeah, these normal levels makes things pretty easy. It's just those environmental ones, especially the ones with the bullets that scare me. That's a lot of stuff to have to worry about dodging. Alright, let's get me my free item. Just picking up those fruit to trigger the penguin's effect. We all like HP regen. But we'll just need to get some flat HP regen as well. So let's just take that. Sharp bullet does nothing, so we'll ban it. Take even more armor. And let's see. Do I take some range? Let's take some range. Alright, take the jousting lances. I guess I'll take the lifesteal. You never know, it might come in handy. The candy bag might be fun. Let's take it. Take another medal. Let's take another jousting lance. Lock in the bait, lock in the beanie. And you know what? We'll lock in that baby gecko as well. So now the candy bag will give us stats every wave, but we have a 10% chance to get an elite. Which shouldn't be too bad if we do. But sometimes I still question whether the candy bag is worth it, just because you only get 8 stat ups and it's only like 1 per stat. So it's like only got 1 attack speed or something. And you can do that 8 times, yeah. So like I get like 8 different stats, only went up by 1. This is, for the most part, what Speedy looks like. I mean, it gets to the point where you run around so fast, you just run around trying to get as many materials as possible. That's why I want the baby gecko. That will help with that. Ooh, we'll definitely take the padding. Let's take more melee damage. All right, take everything here. Little muscly dude. Another baby gecko. We'll lock in that whetstone. Let's lock in the recycling machine. Ooh, and the lure will be nice. And let's see how we do against the Horde Wave. I'm a little worried about the Horde Wave, because if I do get trapped, I'm in trouble. I have to try to kill... You cannot be allowed to live. So now we should be at about maximum saturation for spawning. By maximum saturation, I mean, like, the most the enemies are going to spawn at any one time. I am picking up these fruit when I'm at full health because that does help with my my HP regen. We'll see that at the end here. So let's see, how much did we get? Oh, only went up to 7. That's interesting. I must have been taking damage the entire time. Oh well. We'll take the Peaceful Bee. Let's take that Triceps. I don't need the Lumberjack shirt, but I will take these 3. Another baby gecko, so just one more baby gecko, and then we don't have to worry about picking up any materials. Coffee for the attack speed. I guess we'll take the compass for the speed. Power generator is amazing. So you get 1 damage for every 1 speed you have. We have 67 speed, so we're going to get 67 damage. Bowler's hat, I'm going to leave alone. Jetpack, we are 100% going to take. And then weird food. Because again, we're picking up a lot of consumables. Wow, we are going fast. This is a little bit faster than I want to be going. But having that power generator is going to do a lot of work for us. Alright, so basically I don't have the visibility to really feel comfortable running around everywhere. But I'll try to do what I can. And again, with Speedy, you never want to stand still. That's why I'm not standing still, just kind of running in circles here a little bit. Nope, took damage. Alright, not bad. Ooh, a wandering bot's good. Oh, a cursed goblet. That is amazing. Now we basically have a 40% chance to heal. No, I'll have to count it up. Another medal, we'll take that. Let's take more health. Take everything here. Now we're going super fast. Claw tree. Let's see, what was I going to look at? So, yeah, so we have a 15 plus 23% chance to heal. That's 38. Pretty good. Ooh, another jousting lance. Can't take it yet. Definitely take the treasure map. I'll lock in the clockwork wasp. I'm a little hesitant to take too much more speed since we're going super fast. But let's give it one more roll. All right, nothing. But we'll still play it. We'll still try it out. It's not too bad. How are we doing? What do we got? So we got a horde wave, we got an elite wave, and we got 2 bullet waves. Bullet waves are going to be the big ones that I'm going to worry about. I'm not too worried about the elite. Boss waves will kind of suck, but I think we'll be fine. Let's see. HP region 16. Take that. Now it's 19. Okay, it does go up by 3. So I'm trying to pick up these fruit just to increase my HP regen. Because again, if we can't hit enemies, we can't have the goblet proc. So that's where the fruit comes in. Ooh, took some damage. There's more fruit, even more HP regen. Also, if this is giving you motion sickness, I do apologize. I don't think it should, but it's... Oh, man. Even more speed. Okay, let's take even more speed. Take some health. Etsy's couch. So if we wanted to get rid of our HP regen, we 100% could. But we're not going to, because yeah, that increases HP regen by negative speed. Fortunately, we have 95 speed. That would basically, we would not heal ever again. Jousting Lance, Clockwork Wasp. We'll lock in that crystal. Let's take the HP regen. Let's take that wheat as well. Let's see. How are we doing? Attacks per second aren't too bad. So that actually makes the ball and chain viable. It is going to slow me down a little bit, but it's going to increase my damage. So I'm actually going to lock that in because we're not attacking that fast. But let's see how we do with this work wave. Also, Candyback is not triggered an elite yet, so fingers crossed that, well, if it does happen, I think we'll be able to take it. I mean, these things are doing 300-some damage right now. My Jousting Lances are. Do want to make sure nothing super crazy spawns. So I'm going to try to kill... I didn't get that one. The good news is I'm doing so much damage. It's just, and I have so much range and attack speed now. Everything's just being cleared right away. Damn, this is an insane speedy run. I'm not gonna lie. Having fun with it though. Take some more armor. Another Jousting Lance. Take everything I locked in. So now we are locked in at 0.75 for attack speed, which kind of sucks with the crystal, but we're actually taking damage, so how much can we do with that? We'll take the Pocket Factory. Let's not take the Compass. Take another Rat. We're going to take that Warrior's Helmet. It's going to slow us down, but we need that armor because... we are running really fast. You know, I did say I was a little worried about this environmental bullets, but I'm running so fast. There's not much danger into it. Me running into it. Get that curse going, because at this point I think I can take the extra curse. Not bad. Not a bad wave 16. I think we're doing pretty good. Piercing damage does nothing for us. I will take the whistle. That would be nice to have. Defective steroids. More armor, please. I'm not worried about damage. I'm actually worried about surviving. Alright, there's my armor. There's some more damage. There's more speed. Oh, speed is almost to 100. The candle or the lighthouse. Both of those are pretty unique, and it will increase my fog visibility. I have one more round where I have to deal with fog, so let's take the lighthouse in this case. Do I have any... Well, I do have the Pocket Factory, so the lighthouse will help there. And, ooh, there's a Jousting Lance. The Dextroyer. Ooh, that's an interesting weapon. It's a legendary, it's explosive. And it's cursed. Scales off of melee and engineering. 58% chance to explode. I'm actually going to take... No. Actually, I'm going to take that. I'm going to try it out. We're going to see if we can get it. I doubt I'm going to be able to get it, but I'm definitely going to try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this guy. No, I should be able to. Because he kind of, he does his attack and then he rests for a minute, especially on the second phase. So now he's going to rest for a couple seconds before he goes into his next attack. So easy win there. So let's start grabbing some of this, some of these fruits so we can increase our HP regen. Ooh, a Hydra spawn. And Hydra's gone. Not bad. All right. Retromation hoodie. So we get 2 attack speed for every dodge. Absolutely going to take that. And then let's bring our range back up. All right, can't take the Destroyer yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock everything in. We're going to go one more wave because I really want that Destroyer. I just want to play with it. That's all I want to do. I just want to say I got it once. I probably should have taken the lighthouse just to take it. But now I can actually unlock it because we don't have any. I don't have any more reason to take the lighthouse. I mean, I could take it for the engineer. Well, actually, no. I'll take it for the engineering with the Destroyer. If I can afford it, I should be able to get the Destroyer, but will I be able to get the lighthouse as well? Probably not. Yeah, most likely not. Well, maybe. We'll see. All right, let's take the Red Lance to get the Destroyer. Let's get the Lighthouse. We're going to take the Stone Skin. We're going to take this other Jousting Lance as well. There's one more Jousting Lance. We'll lock you in. I should be able to get them, hopefully. Dang, we didn't get any elite spawns. That's too bad. Ooh, but this is where I don't really want to be speedy, because this one, the bullets are all grouped together. And it's making it a little difficult to dodge for me, especially with how fast I'm going. So we're probably just going to live in a corner for the most part. Well, live in a corner, live on the edge of the screen that the bullets are flying to. Just hope we can survive. We seem to be doing fine. Said with fingers crossed and bated breath. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Very, very good there. Alright, let's, for my last stat up, you know what, let's take a little bit more regen, just to be safe. Let's get that Stone Skin, so extra health. Now we got another Jousting Lance. You know what, I'm not going to worry about taking that one. There's no reason to take the Baby Gecko. It is the last wave, so this doesn't really do anything. Unless, well, I do have the Baby Elephant, which is a 25% chance to deal 5 random damage. Ah, that's not worth it. We will take the Metal. I guess I'll take the Lure for the HP regen. And then let's see if we can do it. Alright, so... Alright, no elites spawned. Yeah, but with all this speed, the Leviathan's attack is pretty much... I mean, he can hit me with them, but it's not going to be easy. Alright, there goes the Leviathan. Let's get the dead whale down. Yeah, and that's Speedy. Speedy's an interesting character. He's not my favorite, but he's definitely not easy to play, especially as you build up speed. It's hard to see, but that's the speed stat. I had 101 speed, which means I moved 101% faster. But the fact that we got the power generator here, basically, that's what you're looking for. Is when you want speedy, you want the power generator, because you're getting speed anyways for melee damage, which you can see the speed gave me 73 melee damage. I got 50 melee damage from speed alone. So having that power generator, just the melee damage plus the power generator, you're going to be putting out a ton of damage. But let's see. Let's try to get one more run in. Let's do one-armed. One-armed sounds like it'll be fun. I saw another guy do one-armed. He said he had a lot of fun, and I want to have fun with it too. So we'll do one-armed. I definitely think we're going to need the SMG with this, and let's just see how we do. So yeah, one-armed. He does have 200%. Wait, he has 200% attack speed. Then I forgot about that. He has 200% attack speed, so that means you can do something like a double barrel shotgun or like a shuriken. So let's find out. Damage modifications are increased by 100%. So let's try something different. Let's do an axe. Because I'm going to be attacking so fast that plus, well, I'm going to be attacking so fast, plus every percent damage I get is going to increase by 2. So there's 1. So it went up by 2. Only problem will be is tearing these up. That's going to be the hard one. All right, let's get we'll just start with some melee damage. We'll take a coupon. There's the axe. Get a little bit of range in there. And the bag will be good. And let's go to the next wave. Yeah, if I remember correctly, with the ghost axe, if you do this right, and you can actually survive, you can get you just get crazy amounts of damage. Alright, let's see. Can we get some harvesting, please? There we go. Harvesting. Take the bag and the glasses. Let's lock in that armor. And lock in... Well, we don't need the damage, because, again, we're going to get a ton of damage as we go through. Especially, do we have any... We have a horde. We do have a horde wave, so that's going to be fun to play. Again, if I can get that range and we increase the range of how far we sweep, that means we'll just be killing more enemies, and ooh, we're gonna get a lot of melee damage. All right, let's see. Get a little bit more harvesting. Some luck will be nice, because luck will increase the odds we get higher tier items. All right, armor. We'll take... there we go. There's my next ghost axe. Let's get some speed going again. Ooh, and the whistle. I definitely want that whistle. All right, let's go to wave 4. So the big question is going to be, what are we going to do for sustain? Do we do regen or do we do lifesteal? I think we do regen, just because I don't have a super amount of attack speed, and lifesteal will take a little bit of time to build up. Alright, let's grab some melee. Bait. I'm going to recycle the bait. Normally I would take it, but I'm actually going to recycle it this time. And let's get, what am I looking for? Melee damage would be nice. One more roll. There we go. Melee damage. Coupon, the ghost axe, the whistle. We want that weird food. We're going to want that bag. And one more roll. And a mushroom. There we go. There's some regen. We'll start there. How are we doing on speed? Speed's only 1. So yeah, this is going to be fun. You're going to just watch. Now that I got a decent amount of melee damage, these numbers are going to go up fast. 42, yeah, 45s. Oop. Now I got to concentrate, because this is the one of the dangers of doing a melee character on one-armed is, yeah, you take some dangers. Get the tree, get the tree, get the tree. All right, got the tree. Didn't get an item, but got the tree. All right, let's do some dodge. Take everything I locked in. Lifesteal. No, we're going regen, so nothing to take. Do I got 2 coupons? I have 2 coupons. Nice. So everything's 48. Still 48. I need more melee damage. 49. 50. Again, it's fun just watching the damage number go up. Ooh, we might be dead. Nope, we almost died, but we're good. Definitely taking that Clockwork Wasp. Let's take even more melee damage. Spyglass, the power generator. I'm going to hold off on taking that. I will take the defective steroids, though. There's more range. The spicy sauce will be good. The pearl, I have no luck. But I might lock it in just because having pearls is nice. Ooh, the piggy bank. There we go. Piggy bank will help with materials. Yeah, we're getting to the point where once we get to 50 melee, I think it's pretty much going to be damage increases 1 point per time we get a stat up. Ooh, we might be dead. Again, it's hard to start with this, but if you can get it going, you get to the point where you're just one-shotting everything. Or you just die. That sucks. But let's play this real quickly, how I would normally play it. The other thing is you could do the hatchet, which the hatchet has it scales off of attack speed. Same thing with claw. But who doesn't love a good shotgun? So we'll try shotgun. And this will be the last run of the night, unfortunately. Alright, start off, let's get some harvesting. Another shotgun. I will take the lumberjack shirt. Let's see, lifesteal will be nice. So will the penguin. And let's go to the next wave. How fast are we shooting? We're shooting every half a second. So we can use some more attack speed. Other reason I like the shotgun is the shotgun does come with some piercing. So that's going to be it's just a nice to have. Alright, let's grab a little bit more harvesting. You know what? I'm actually not going to take those just yet. There's a purple shotgun now. Now we got 9x4 damage. Alright, let's go to wave 3. Do find another weapon. Like, let's see, what would I take that would, be really good on one arm? Something with a bit of AoE. You really do need AoE with one arm. I mean, you only got one weapon, so you need to be able to take these guys out. Take some range damage. We'll start taking a little bit of damage. Actually, a little bit of luck as well. Alright, there's my regen. There's some extra range. That harvesting will be good. That whistle will be good. And one more roll. Can't get another shotgun, so we'll leave those alone. And the nice thing is it does scale 90% of my range damage, so it'll go up. It'll go up pretty nicely as we get more and more range damage. Let's see, do we want... Yeah, we'll take some curse. Might as well. Alright, let's see. Melee, no. We are looking for damage. Nothing there. Alright, let's do one more roll. Damn, we didn't get any... One more. Alright, there's some range damage. Alright, fertilizer and the whistle. Lock in that corrupted shard. I thought I locked it in. I apparently didn't, but we will lock in the coupon. And, crit. We'll hold off on crit for now. I want crit, but I don't want crit at the expense of my damage. At least not right now, especially since, that will reduce my damage by 6%. And I don't want that just yet. Oh, don't die. Okay. Let's get some speed and some extra luck. Alright, coupon. There's some armor. There's damage. You know what? Let's just take the crit now. Pearl will be important. Baby Gecko will be important. Crit. And let's go. Yeah, kind of not doing well on damage right now. Probably shouldn't have taken the crit. Oh well, it'll come in handy later. Or I'll just die. Yeah, but unfortunately that is going to do it. Yeah, one-armed, you definitely need to take advantage of that 200% attack speed. It might behoove me to try Lightning Shiv too. Lightning Shiv, maybe Shuriken, Javelin would be good. Again, Claw and Hatchet, they both scale off of that attack speed, so those are good. But yeah, we will have to come back to this later. It was good. We had a good night. We got a few runs done. We got Farmer, we got Ghost, and we got Speedy. So you know what? I'm gonna take that as a win. Three runs on Nightmare in 2.5 hours. Pretty good. But that's where we're going to end it. Thanks for showing up all. Case, Cosmic, Xenon, good seeing you guys again. The plan for, let's see, Wednesday, probably come back to Brotato. I am looking at some new games because I'm going to be switching things up a little bit. So I'll be doing probably Brotato 2 nights a week and then another game 2 nights a week. Just trying to figure out how to split them since I already kind of got that 2 and 2 split. But we'll definitely have to see... what works. I also have to find a game to play, but we will get there. But thank you again for showing up. It's good seeing you. You know, again, I stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. I will be back on Wednesday, and I hope you guys have a good time until then, and I hope to see you back here. Bye.